What's the deal, baby? You already know it is. The big boss, all boss dog, K-Po through the door, here to talk this box. Your boy just came from the gym. Y'all know me. I'm at the gym almost every day. Live in the gym. Whether I'm doing strength and conditioning or I'm boxing, don't matter. I'm in there like swimmer without the gym. So, no tune-ups. Let's talk about it. I wanted to talk about this because this is very important as it pertains to anybody who's deemed pound for pound, right? Terrence Crawford fought David Avanesian, and he said it wasn't a tune-up, right? But then you got his Bud buddies who were saying it was a tune-up. You got some people who are in Bud Crawford's camp who are saying it's a tune-up. Terrence Crawford said it is not a tune-up, that David Avanesian is a tough fight and he has to be game on and all that. Now, it's boxing. You know what I mean? We know that any punch can, decide a fight. Every fighter got a puncher's chance. But in reality, we all knew that Terrence Crawford was going to dominate that boy. You know what I mean? Terrence Crawford carried David Avanesian for 6 rounds, okay? He could have knocked him out in the first round. It would have been over with. You know what I mean? Despite all that, he's still viewed as pound for pound #1 on a lot of people's lists. Now, updated list, I've seen they got Nayo and Nui now, but some people still got Terrence Crawford as the best fighter in the world, right? And it's not even due to what he's done at 147. You know what I mean? It's due to his previous stuff. You know what I mean? That's just what it is. They look at him, what he did in previous weight classes, and they got him pound for pound #1. Me personally, I feel like he lost that title when he moved to 147, and because his reign at 147, although he has all knockouts, which I give him credit for, but it hasn't been against top competition. We have to be honest. You know what I mean? This ain't no hating or no emotional shit. This is facts. He ain't fought nobody. I seen people try to talk about, Jeff Horn. Jeff Horn was a champion and he was undefeated. Jeff Horn got gifted a win against Pacquiao. Jeff Horn, hypothetically speaking, I mean, if you want to just speak what happened to him, yeah, he beat Manny Pacquiao, right? But let's be real. Manny Pacquiao was set up. Because what champion was going to fight a fight in his opponent's hometown? That's like Errol Spence fighting Terrence Crawford in Nebraska. You know what I'm saying? Like, it's not going to happen, bro. You know what I mean? It's just truthful, So that was a setup from the get-go. You know what I mean? Top Rank knew Manny Pacquiao was leaving. So they was like, F it, we going to screw him over. That's facts. That's what I believe. You know what I mean? But what really happened was Jeff Horn got the nod against Pacquiao, right? And then all of a sudden, Jeff Horn has to fight Terrence Crawford. You see how quick they made that fight? He had to fight Terrence Crawford. You know what I mean? And everybody wanted to fight Jeff Horn. Errol Spence was like, that's food right there. You know what I'm saying? Terrence Crawford moves up, Jeff Horn. He already knew what was going to happen. He already knew that was a win for him. It wasn't no competition. It just was what it was. Jeff Horn was not that fighter like that. He was hyped up because he got gifted a win against Pacquiao. You know what I mean? Who did Jeff Horn beat before that? Don't worry, I'll wait. So I'm not trying to hear any. They try to sit there and hype up Jeff Horn. Because Jeff Horn was undefeated and he beat Pacquiao. Who did Jeff Horn fight before he fought Pacquiao? I need somebody to let me know in the comment section. What top welterweight did Jeff Horn fight before he fought Manny Pacquiao and Terrence Crawford? Okay? So I'm not trying to hear that stuff, right? At the end of the day, Terrence Crawford has not fought the elite talent at 147 pounds. Now, most of y'all, I see comments, y'all say, Terrence Crawford, the PBC fighters didn't want to fight Terrence Crawford. When you're the best and you represent, and let me say this, when you're the best and you are the face of your promotional company, which Terrence Crawford was, you make shit happen, right? He could have went to Bob Arum and said, I'm not fighting nobody until you give me the fights that I want. Did that happen? No. He didn't fight the fights. He didn't ask for those fights. They told him, hey, bro, you gonna fight this dude. Cool. There was no rebuttal, nothing. There was no, you know. And Bob Bam even admitted he never asked me for any of those fights. So there's an issue, and there's chinks in Terence Crawford's statements. If you really wanted these fights, these are the fights you desired, you would have had those fights, or you wouldn't have fought until those fights happened. Look at Mikey Garcia. Mike Garcia used to be signed to Top Rank. He wasn't getting the fights he wanted. He didn't fight, right? So they put him on the shelf, and he had to fight a legal battle with them for 2 years. So like I said before, when you are the face of a promotional company, organization, when you are the guy, you demand the fights that you want to demand, right? Deontay Wilder was demanding Anthony Joshua, right? I want Anthony Joshua. Did he get the fight? No. Why? Because Eddie Hearn was playing politic games, right? Errol Spence wanted a Keith Thurman fight, was demanding it, was charging Keith Thurman up everything. Did he get it? No. So now he like, man, I'm not giving Keith Thurman an opportunity, because Keith Thurman it's just a money grab for him. That's all it is. He just trying to make money. He didn't want to fight me before when he was the champion, which is facts. He had every excuse why he didn't want to fight Errol Spence. That's facts. Okay? But the purpose of this video is when you're the best, you fight the best. Right? And I could use fighters like Errol Spence. Errol Spence, coming off a car accident, fought Danny Garcia. Now, a lot of y'all try to shit on Danny Garcia because Errol Spence beat him, right? But if Terence Crawford beat Danny Garcia, y'all would be celebrating. Well, Terence Crawford beat Danny Garcia. But because Errol Spence beat him out, Danny Garcia, man, he was basic. You know, he didn't, he wasn't all that anyway. No, Danny Garcia was that nigga. You could argue his 2 losses that he had. Now, he got 3 losses. But the 2, prior to him losing to Errol Spence, you could argue he won those fights. Right? Errol fought him. Coming off a car accident. Beat the shit out of Danny Garcia. Destroyed him. Worse than any opponent has done to Danny Garcia. Like, made him look horrible. You feel what I'm saying? And Errol Spence wasn't even 100%. Honestly, I feel Errol Spence, if the Errol Spence that fought Ugas was in the ring with Danny, he'll stop Danny Garcia. No tune-up. Errol Spence had every right to fight a tune-up. And I ain't gonna lie, I was like, man, that might be too dangerous coming back from a car accident. I'm not gonna lie, we'll keep it 1,000. I was like, man, I don't know if he win this one. I don't know. That motherfucker shut me up, went in there, whooped Danny Garcia ass. You know what I'm saying? Like, that's just what it was. Next fight, Ugas. Okay, he was going to fight Pacquiao, got an eye injury. Coming off an eye injury, fights Ugas. Destroys Ugas. Like, beat the brakes off of Ugas. Right? Now, a lot of y'all try to discredit Ugas. But the same Ugas that y'all talking about is the same fighter that Terence Crawford and Bomac promoted. And what do you mean by promoted? Terence Crawford and Bomac sat there and said Ugas is a top fighter. This was before Ugas even was on the scene like that. They was talking about Ugas. You feel me? They was talking about Ugas and as far as being a dangerous fighter. They was saying, hey, man, that boy Ugas is a dangerous fighter. He one of them fighters that, man, I don't know. Like, he dangerous. This before Ugas, this was Ugas was signed to Top Rank. This was back in 2017. They was talking about this. But y'all want to say, no, Ugas ain't no top fighter. So the same, this is what I be saying. Y'all say Ugas not a top fighter, but the dudes you trying to advocate for is saying the other things. They saying the opposite of what you saying. Right? There's a reason why Terence Crawford changed his tune as pertains to Errol Spence. There's a reason. That Ugas fight. That's the fight that he was like, what the fuck? But like I say, this is not about that. This is just specifically about when you're the best, you fight the best fighters. That's it. Jermell Charlo, okay, took a loss to Tony Harrison. Had every right to do a tune-up, right? He had to go fight, the little Coda. You know what I mean? And that's because Tony Harrison acted like his foot was hurt or something, whatever was wrong with it. But Jermell Charlo wanted to go right immediately back into the rematch. Okay? Knocked out Coda, then went into the Tony Harrison fight. Then fought Jason Rosario when Jason Rosario just beat the brakes off of J-Rock. Jason Rosario's looking dangerous. Big guy. Jermell Charlo stopped him. Okay? Then fought Brian Castano. Fought him to a draw. But then immediately went back into the rematch and fought Castano again, beat him. Now he's finna go fight Tim Tszyu. Right? Jermell Charlo has every right to take it to tuna. But he said, nah, I want that smoke. Bring me him. Shakur Stevenson. Right? Is looking to fight a top fighter at 135 since he's moving up. Fought a dangerous fight previous to this one. Fought a very dangerous fight previous to this one. Right? Won the fight. He's looking to fight Isaac Pitbull Cruz and all of them at 135. He not looking for no tune-ups. This is the stuff I'm talking about. When you that dude and you feel like you that dude, it don't matter who your opponent is. It don't matter who across from you. You know what I'm saying? Whether they're number one welterweight in the world, number one lightweight, number one junior welterweight, number one heavyweight. You want that smoke. Wilder. Okay? Fought Luis Ortiz. Luis Ortiz was dangerous. Like, he was looked at as the boogeyman. Wilder fought him, knocked him out. You see what I'm saying? These are the things that I talk about. When you feel like you that dude, it don't matter who is across from you. You with it. You know what I'm saying? That's all I'm saying. Terence Crawford energy ain't matching. He's saying all the right stuff. He's saying, oh, I want the smoke. I'm the best fighter in the world. I want this. I want that. He's saying it. But his actions ain't matching. That's all I'm saying. I'm waiting for Terence Crawford's actions to match what he's saying. That's all I'm talking about. Boss, go.